This video is called Transfer Your Best Game to Competition. The number one complaint that all athletes have, specifically tennis players, is they can't take their best game from practice to competition. I bet that's one of the complaints that you have. Well, let me explain how you can do that better in this video. First, let's talk about competition and practice. What most people do is they have practice as one animal and competition as another animal. And when they're really far apart, your game will not transfer. The best solution is to get those two animals closer and closer together so your game can transfer. Let me explain how to do that. In practice, you must put pressure on yourself. So for instance, when you're serving, maybe you say, I'm going to have to hit 10 first serves in the ad box in a row. And by the 8th time, you're going to start feeling pressure, because if you don't hit that 10 in a row, you got to start over. And if you start over, you are going to feel pressure. So the idea is you must put pressure on yourself when you're practicing. It's not just hitting one serve after another. It's applying some type of pressure so that you start feeling the pressure, just like competition. Now in competition, you got to release the pressure a little bit. So think about practice. In practice, you don't really feel that much pressure, but in competition, you feel a lot of pressure. So to get that animal closer to practice, you have to let go of some of the pressure. And one of the best strategies is to let go of the results. Stop thinking about your score. Stop thinking about your mistakes. And that reduces the pressure. But those are just a few strategies. We are going to talk a lot about those strategies when we talk about in the anxiety section. So when we speak about the anxiety section, there's going to be a lot of strategies that you can apply into the competition world, so it's more like the practice world. And again, when you get the practice world, like the competition world, closer and closer and closer, the greater your game will transfer from practice to competition.